Welcome, YouTubers, to the Health Fast for this week. Hope everybody is happy and healthy, and may you all stay that way and get only better and better and better, because there's health, and then there is above and beyond the call of duty health that makes you feel so good that you would want to be jumping for joy. Anyway, I'm a lot healthier now than I used to be as I continue to study all these things. Ever since this cootie stuff was going on outside, the stuff people put masks on for, I began to take excessive vitamin C. I take like between 1,600 to 3,000 milligrams a day just of vitamin C. Every day I take a multivitamin, and I also take various supplements. One of the things that I take that I found to be wonderful, and I just found out this week that it's also anti-aging. I didn't know that before. It's called alpha lipoic acid. Alpha, Lipoic acid. And for people that have issues with sugar or whatever in today's world, so many people have that problem, this is good for healing that and getting the body to go back to a normal level and sense of health. So but we're going to mention that later because it's in a list of anti-aging stuff as well. But I'm going to start on my list here. And let's see if I can understand my own writing. Yes, there are various... Maimonides said, "Let thy food be thy medicine." Therefore, there is something created food-wise for every ailment or deficiency in the body. I spoke to a few people in the past week that said they had various pains of all sorts, even like a headache or a backache, whatever. I found out, well, I've already known this before, pineapple is a painkiller. Pineapple juice, eating I believe it's Dole, and a couple of companies are now making non-GMO pineapples in a can. So that's your best bet there. And cloves are also painkillers, especially those who would have a toothache or something. You take a little bit of cloves, mix it with oil, olive oil, take a Q-tip and rub it on the area that's in pain, and it stops toothaches. Excellent to know. Let's see if my assistant over here is not sleeping but is willing to help. Hey, Google, food that removes pain or is a painkiller.
I found a list on the website webmd.com. 10 foods that fight pain. Here are the first 3. Ginger. 1/10. A staple of traditional medicine, this pungent root is probably best known for its anti-nausea, stomach-soothing properties. Blueberries. 2/10.
Wow.
And pumpkin seeds. 3/10.
Wow.
Want me to tell you more?
Yes. Yes.
Sure. Here's 5 more. Salmon. 4/10.
Wow.
Turmeric. 5/10. Tart cherries. 6/10. Virgin olive oil. 7/10.
Wow.
And chili peppers. 8/10. To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
Yeah, that's another hopeless case. Anyway, as you can see, there are various foods that the Almighty Hashem has created to heal the body from pain. But pain is usually a sign of something that needs to be corrected. And it's like a warning signal of the body. There are also different things that are considered antimicrobial. Antimicrobial meaning antibacteria, antiviral, things on that level. Now, what's interesting is years and years and years ago, they used to make an antibiotic which was made from taking pure silver and boiling it in water, and the silver would release fragments into the water, and that would be a topical application, or it could be taken um, by mouth. But that's if a person's going to take it by mouth, that's a whole nother research. But in any case, it's called colloidal silver, and I'm sure you'll find information about that. Let's see what my assistant would tell us. Hey Google, what is colloidal silver?
According to Wikipedia, silver nanoparticles are nanoparticles of silver of between 1 nanometer and 100 nanometers in size. While frequently described as being silver, some are composed of a large percentage of silver oxide due to their large ratio of surface to bulk silver atoms.
Hey Google, is colloidal silver good for the body?
On the website nccih.nih.gov, they say, scientific evidence doesn't support the use of colloidal silver dietary supplements for any disease or condition. Silver has no known function or benefits in the body when taken by mouth. Silver is not a nutritionally essential mineral or a useful dietary supplement.
Right. But my husband used to have a rash on his hand, and we went to Walmart to see what they had for sale. And they had a cream that was made with oatmeal and colloidal silver, and it took the rash away right away. And up until today, it works like a charm. I also knew people. I'm telling you, it's a way back when. It's an old thing that the pharmaceuticals, it doesn't cost too much money even to make it, and it can be made homemade. And I believe if you go on YouTube, you can find probably a video or two on how to make it homemade. But it does. And then I heard a report recently in the past month about some hospitals changing the equipment in the bathrooms to making copper sink heads and shower heads and things like that, because they found out that copper also was an antimicrobial. Let's see what they have on the internet. Hey Google, is copper antimicrobial?
On the website biomedcentral.com, they say, in 2008, the United States Environmental Protection Agency, US EPA, recognized copper as the first antimicrobial metal. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
In 2008, the United States Environmental Protection Agency recognized copper as the first antimicrobial metal. In vitro assays, solid copper surfaces killed 99.9% of microorganisms within 2 hours of contact.
And so therefore, when I learned that a little while back, a couple of years now, I went out and bought myself a copper ring. And I have a copper bracelet to keep the cooties away. A copper a day keeps the cooties away. No, okay, enough joking around. Anyway, just a little insight on some things most people would not know anything about. The next thing I want to touch on is called MCT oil. What is that? MCT oil comes from coconut. Let's find out more information. Hey Google, MCT oil. What does it do for the body?
I didn't understand, but I found something similar. Do you want to know what MCT oil does?
Yes.
On the website healthline.com, they say, MCT oil has been shown to support weight and fat loss. This may, in turn, help reduce your risk for heart disease. A study of 24 overweight men found that taking MCT oil combined with phytosterols and flaxseed oil for 29 days reduced total cholesterol by 12.5%.
That's it. No, it does a lot more than that. Hey Google, the health benefits of MCT oil.
I found 5 on the website medicalnewstoday.com. Potential health benefits of MCT oil: better brain and memory function,
Wow.
energy boost and increased endurance, weight loss and improved weight management, lowered cholesterol, and finally, lowered blood sugar levels.
Definitely. Just the improvement in brain function is worth it. MCT oil you can find in, I know Walmart has it for sure. It runs about $12 or $14 a bottle. Uh, I recommend it for making salads, along with mix it with some olive oil and make yourself a salad dressing. What's also good there is to put a little lemon juice, because lemon juice is an anti-mucus. So a little lemon juice every day will keep the mucus in the body in check. Also, let's find out from my buddy over here. Hey Google, the health benefits of lemon.
On the website webmd.com, they say, the pulp, rind, and juice are rich with vitamins that stimulate immunity and reduce the risk of disease. The soluble dietary fiber in lemon aids in healthy digestion. Lemons contain about 31 grams of vitamin C, which is nearly double the amount of vitamin C needed in your daily diet. People also sometimes ask me, what happens if you drink lemon every day? Do you want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website businessinsider.in, they say, drinking lemon water regularly can cause enamel erosion or tooth decay because of the acid in the citrus fruit. Too much lemon water can also lead to heartburn, nausea, vomiting, and other gastroesophageal reflux symptoms.
Yeah, there are people that use and people that abuse in this world. Us Jewish people are more balanced minded, so nobody abuses anyone I know anyway. But I found that if you make a little lemon juice in your salad, along with some comino or cumin, and you can take some fresh garlic cloves, put them in a little baby food processor with olive oil and salt, make a little paste. That paste will stay in the fridge for a long time, and it also tastes good with a couple of spoons in the salad, along with the lemon juice, the cumin, and olive oil and MCT oil. Anyway, going on, we are now touching on iodine. Iodine is something the body needs. I'm not sure if it's a mineral. Let me see if it tells me. Let's ask. Hey Google, is iodine a mineral?
On the website harvard.edu, they say, iodine is an essential trace mineral not made by the body, so must be obtained by food or supplements. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
Iodine is an essential trace mineral not made by the body, so must be obtained by food or supplements. It is found naturally in some foods and is added to supplements and some salt seasonings.
Okay. So, the best way, I personally created a taste for, it's called seaweed, and it comes with hechsher, interestingly enough, by a company called Sea Castle. I don't know if you can see it, but the company is called Sea Castle, and I bought the spicy one. It's OU, and it's even pasted. It takes getting a little used to the taste. It's not wonderful, but it's good. You get used to it, and I like it now. The point is, a little bit of that every day will take care of the iodine in the body. And because it's a mineral, and in prior classes, I taught on the fact that there's something in the atmosphere. They call it Roundup Ready, but it's glyphosate by chemical name. It's in the rainwater, it's in the rivers, it's all over the place. Evaporated into the air, and it's a mineral chelator. That means it takes minerals out of the body. And the body needs minerals in order to absorb any vitamins from food or supplements or any way the body wants to receive vitamin. Now, it's taught that the a person could be fat as a horse and eat a lot of food, but because they have a mineral chelator taking the minerals out, the body cannot absorb the vitamins from the food. So it's very important, and that's why you'll see if you go like to koshervitamins.com and different places, you will find out that now they sell multivitamins, and it doesn't just say multivitamins, it says multivitamins and minerals, because minerals and the mineral chelator, they need to get those vitamins replaced in the body. Some of the important minerals that we need in the body constantly is potassium. Potassium is the electrolyte balancer between salt, which is sodium, and bananas, which have potassium, and that's not the only potassium. I personally take a potassium supplement, plus I eat the bananas, because it's very important to have the water balance in the body. The body uses the water to cleanse and change cells and take out some and bring in others. It does a lot of work with the water in the body, and water is a very important factor. So, and I was telling this story to one of my friends before, that years ago I didn't like water, didn't like the taste or whatever, or non-taste. And so I didn't drink water. And I bumped into a friend of mine who knew more scientific information, and she told me, take a 7-ounce glass of a plastic cup, fill it full of water in the morning, put it on the table, and come back and take a sip and take a sip and take a sip. But obligate yourself to finish that 7 ounces of water every day before you leave the house. And I used to go to work and all that. So I did what she said. And little by little, it got easier and easier to down that 7 ounces. She told me, when you can take down the 7 ounces easy, make the cup bigger. So now I have this giant size thing with an ice cube and plenty of clean water. And I drink the water every day. I also drink other liquids, like bubbles and things like that. But the most important thing is that you put the liquids in the body that the body needs. And Mr. Wesley, this is a health class, just so you know, Sunday nights. We give over a health class. It's about an hour long, and I'm teaching different principles to stay healthy. Okay, so we are going on. Where are we going on? We're going on. We did the MTC oil from its coconut oil, and it does excellent for improving brain function. That alone makes it worth consuming. Iodine can be consumed not only by um, seaweed, but we can also get it through supplement. Those who don't want to bother getting used to the taste of seaweed, there are various supplements you can find it online, um, which will give you the iodine you need, and that's also a trace mineral. We also know that copper is a trace mineral, not just a metal. And potassium is a mineral as well. Calcium is a mineral as well. Remember that the mineral chelator in the air takes minerals out of the body, so we have to replace them. Going on, the next subject here is, let me see. Okay, a deficiency of iodine can cause carb cravings, hair loss, God forbid, depression, or cold feet and hands, interestingly enough. going on. Foods that have iodine is fish, iodized salt, cheese, and eggs. So there's a way to get your iodine. Besides seaweed, you can get it via those foods. Now, people that are in today's society, a lot of people are having fat issues, that they're overweight. The reason for that is the GMOs in the food. What is a GMO? A GMO is a genetically modified organism. They took the seeds of plants that God made into a laboratory and changed the DNA on the seed in order that it should grow more plants, in order that it should kill the bugs if the bugs try to eat the plants, therefore not needing pesticides. So it sounded like a good idea, but they changed what was God made into what was man made. And because those things, and the government won't even let them mark that they're GMOs. So Baruch Hashem, bless God, that somebody figured out that they would mark the things that are non-GMO. So if you go to the store, you can at least find what is not GMO. And even some of that I question, because the FDA has a lot of not too honest people in it these days, thanks to some past presidencies. We won't go there now. The next subject I'm touching on in class tonight is called probiotics. First of all, you should know this class is recorded on the YouTube Live, and this is class number 17, so there are 16 other classes uploaded on the YouTube channel that you can look up the past classes in order to learn more. But tonight I made a list of things I wanted to go over, and one of them is probiotics. Oh, I was talking about GMOs and fat. Let me finish that real quick. When I had left Brooklyn, I had a few extra pounds. That's when I really started discovering about the GMOs and all these things. And I switched over to making sure that my food was marked non-GMO and this and that. And I started losing weight without any diet or any supplements for diet or eating less or anything. The only thing I did was be careful what I ate. And I started to make sure that things were non-GMO. And just doing that, I lost quite a bit of weight without doing anything except changing what I bought to eat. And we're not talking about different foods. We're talking about what's GMO and what's not GMO. So let's go on to probiotics now. Probiotics, the body has these little things inside. Let me do a little reading. It's better than trying to describe it on my own level. It says probiotics support lung health, even lung health. And it says, did you know that there is an increasing evidence that orally delivered probiotics are able to support the lungs as well as the gut. So people that are having mucus in their lungs and all kinds of stuff, that if they start taking supplements of probiotics and prebiotics, they can overcome the symptoms or the problem. This is because the psychology and pathology of the respiratory and the GI systems are closely related. Research reveals probiotics relate immune responses in the respiratory system, as well as in the gut when administered in an adequate amount. Notice that I mentioned regulate, not stimulate or boost. This is an important distinction. When the COVID-19, which I call cooties, the immune system overreacted, it caused damaging to the people's lungs and other vital organs, leading at the times to, God forbid, respiratory failure and chas v'shalom death, God forbid. High-potency probiotics will help regulate and support the normal immune response, which is critical in overcoming this vital threat. And let me add just a minute, it's not written here, but I learned this week that vitamin E is an antiviral. Therefore, it is good to protect you from the cooties. Taking vitamin E supplement on a daily basis, or we can ask about foods. Hey Google, what foods have vitamin E?
I found 11 on the website harvard.edu. Vitamin E is found in plant-based oils, nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables. Here are the first 5. Wheat germ oil, sunflower, safflower, and soybean oil, sunflower seeds, almonds, and peanuts, peanut butter. Want to hear more?
Yes.
Alright, here's 3 more. Beet greens, collard greens, spinach, pumpkin, and red bell pepper. To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
Man, well, my son's the one who set that up, so it goes to his phone. And he's in Texas, but let's go on. So it says, building up our defenses from the inside out is the key. And that means doing our part to support the trillions of microbes living in the gut being the stomach and the intestines, collectively known as your gut microbiome. Each species of the microbe has its part to play. The more diverse your internal environment is, the healthier you and your immune system will be. So, I highly recommend, let me explain to you some of the foods that have probiotics. Everybody loves kosher pickles. Well, have them in the fridge and eat them with your salad, because kosher pickles, dill pickles, all are probiotics. Yogurt is a probiotic. Hey Google, what are some prebiotics?
According to Wikipedia, prebiotics are compounds in food that induce the growth or activity of beneficial microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi. The most common example is in the gastrointestinal tract, where prebiotics can alter the composition of organisms in the gut microbiome.
Hey Google, which foods are prebiotic?
According to Wikipedia, prebiotics are compounds in food that induce the growth or activity of beneficial microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi.
Wonderful.
The most common example is in the gastrointestinal tract, where prebiotics can alter the composition of organisms in the gut microbiome.
So we'll stick with what I have to share, and that is that pickles are, yogurt is, and I'm sure there's other foods that would also qualify. I don't know how to ask this thing. Let me see. Hey Google, are probiotics in certain foods?
On the website health.harvard.edu, they say, the most common fermented foods that naturally contain probiotics, or have probiotics added to them, include yogurt, kefir, kombucha, sauerkraut, pickles, miso, tempeh, kimchi, sourdough bread, and some cheeses.
Okay. Those are the aged cheeses, by the way. And he mentioned sauerkraut, which I had forgot. That goes along with the pickles. And those are all natural probiotics. And they make a big difference in the health. So we are now going on to the next thing I have on the list. And as we mentioned before, vitamin E is an antiviral. And also there's a supplement called NAC or NAC. And NAC, they found out recently in the past few weeks that NAC is also antiviral. Let's find out the other benefits of NAC. Hey Google, what does NAC do for the body?
On the website WebMD.com, they say, NAC helps to replenish glutathione levels in the body. It also aids in regulating glutamate. These functions may help to improve brain health and benefit people with conditions such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. People also ask me, can you take NAC every day? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website PharmacyTimes.com, they say, twice daily administration or 3 times daily administration is commonly recommended by the manufacturers. There is no recommended daily allowance for NAC because unlike vitamins, it's not an essential nutrient. The dosage used to prevent radio contrast dye damage is 600 milligrams to 1200 mg every 12 hours for 48 hours.
I've also learned that they use NAC if somebody has an addiction to alcohol or whatever. Taking an NAC supplement will help them break that addiction. So let's go on. Vitamin C and D, we know, and zinc are also antiviral. And vitamin C, when taken in very high dosages, which people are afraid because they're so used to pharmaceuticals that they think if they take too much vitamin C, it could be, God forbid, dangerous. Well, let me tell you something. Vitamin C is made from food and fruit. And vitamin C in high levels, they have discovered, removes free radicals from the body. Now, the body produces free radicals in order as a cleansing process. But as people get older, it becomes harder, chas v'shalom, God forbid, to remove those free radicals from the body. And they are the culprit for some damages. Let's see if my assistant will help on that. Hey Google, what does free radicals do to harm the body? God forbid.
On the website nih.gov, they say, free radicals damage contributes to the etiology of many chronic health problems such as cardiovascular and inflammatory disease, cataract, and cancer. Do you want a little more context?
Yes. Yes.
Free radicals damage contributes to the etiology of many chronic health problems such as cardiovascular and inflammatory disease, cataract, and cancer. Antioxidants prevent free radical-induced tissue damage by preventing the formation of radicals, scavenging them, or by promoting their decomposition.
So it even can affect the eyesight of a person. So what happens is, if we take mega amounts of vitamin C, we're not talking thousands, no. I personally take between 1,000 and 3,000 milligrams daily of vitamin C, apart from the multivitamin, apart from the D3, which I take about 10,000, mcgs. And it all works together. Now, I found by taking a little extra D3 that it keeps the arteries and the veins clear and so they don't get clogged. And this is also a discovery that was made lately. So it's a very important thing to keep up with what the discoveries are. In today's world, there's more research and study being done on foods. And even the University of California is now quoting the Rambam in saying that let thy food be thy medicine. So we have to do the research, find out what's good for what, and then do it. So um, orange juice is also good. And if you take a vitamin C in high dosage, doesn't mean you can't drink orange juice. Because foods process and go from the body. One other thing to know about vitamin C is that no matter how much dosage you take at that moment, your body will take what it needs and remove the rest when you go to the bathroom. It does not reserve or retain vitamin C in the body. Therefore, if you're going to take, like I do, a mega amount of vitamin C, it's better to take one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Try to spread it out so that you get more benefit out of it. So when you take the dosage again, the body will take what it needs and the rest goes out. There are that's a water soluble vitamin C. But oil soluble vitamins do have a retention in the body. And so the oil soluble vitamins have to be more careful as to how much consumption. And the ones that are trace minerals have to be careful as well, that they're only trace. I have a list here, but I'm not sure what this list is for. Didn't write it down. Great. Oh, okay. Foods that are good for the immune system: bell pepper, spinach, yogurt, almonds, broccoli. Garlic is also a natural antibiotic. You can put it into a blender or a food processor and make it into a paste with olive oil and salt. Put it in a container. It'll last you for months in the fridge. You can add a couple tablespoons with a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise, a little bit of water, and you have a phenomenal salad dressing. You can put some oregano in there because oregano is also a natural antibiotic. So you make yourself a natural antibiotic salad dressing. And you add a little lemon juice, yeah? Ginger is also not only good for many reasons, but ginger is also an anti-mucus agent. So people that are dealing with mucus at any level, maybe they make a tea and put a few slices of ginger in there, and they will see a great results. All citrus fruits also. So we are now going on to, let me see where we're going here. Now, one of the main reasons people can have, God forbid, migraines or headaches comes from a shortage of water in their system. If they're not drinking enough waters or liquids, that can cause headaches. Like I said, sip, sip, sippy cup, Start with a little and keep adding as you go until your body will start demanding that liquid because it became used to it, it became habitual, and then you'll have thirst for the water. So, very important to drink enough water, not to be dehydrated, which is one of the main reasons for headaches or, God forbid, migraines. Going on. That also has an effect on the brain, a lack of water, and the skin. If a person pinches the skin and it stays wrinkly and it doesn't bounce back, is another indication of a insufficiency of liquid. And it affects the electrolytes in the body, dehydration. Therefore, it's not good to be with a shortage of liquid in the body. Okay, multivitamins are needed for the brain, because one vitamin depends on another vitamin to give its full capacity and function. Therefore, most vitamins are trace, so we don't need much. But there are a few, especially in the world we're living in today, with too much germs and things floating around, that it's very important, like I said, to do your C's, your D's, and D3s and zinc. Yeah, but eating a good multivitamin with that every morning, and make sure it's in the morning. Oh, and B12. B12, I take 5,000 mcgs a day. I highly recommend that. B12 should only be, multis and B12s should be taken in the morning, because it's like a powerful espresso cup of coffee. B12 will give you an energy boost for most of the day. So, and it's natural and comes from some foods. There are foods that have B12. Let's ask my associate over here. Hey Google, what foods have vitamin B12 in it?
I found 5 on the website webmd.com. Beef, liver, and chicken. Fish and shellfish such as trout, salmon, tuna fish, and clams. Fortified breakfast cereal. Low-fat milk, yogurt, and cheese. And finally, eggs.
Excellent. So what do? I boil up a bunch of eggs, keep them in the fridge, and they come in very handy as a snack. And for people who want to be less fat or whatever, they'll take away your hunger. They have all the vitamins in one shot with very little calories. They're the ideal food. And you can boil up a couple potatoes and make yourself some potato salad with it, or eat them. Boiled potatoes are good even just to cut them up and eat them hot or cold. So, excellent snack food to keep in the fridge. Now, going on. And eggs, by the way, also have melatonin, which is eggs, nuts, and I drink a glass of milk before I go to bed every night, which has melatonin also, and it makes us sleep like a baby. So those who have issues with sleep, drink yourself a good glass of milk before you go to bed at night. Going on. Kosher seaweed, we touched on that even for Passover. The health benefits of iodine. Another thing that's beneficial for iodine supplements or the seaweed is that it deals with the thyroid. It regulates the what's the name of it? It's late already for me to remember everything. It regulates the sugar in the body and what the body produces to utilize the sugar in the body. Iodine helps keep that process functioning. So people that have issues with sugar and everything should definitely check on getting a supplement of iodine. Okay. The next thing I want to touch on is ginseng. And we have about 15 more minutes for class to end. The next supplement is called ginseng. Ginseng is from, well, they're going to tell you. Let me ask my. I know it's good for energy, but let's see what else. Hey Google, what is ginseng good for the body for?
On the website healthline.com, they say, it could also help regulate blood sugar levels and have benefits for some cancers. What's more, ginseng may strengthen the immune system, enhance brain function, fight fatigue, and improve symptoms of erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
I also found an answer to this question. Does ginseng help with COVID? Do you want to hear it?
Yes. Yes.
On the website lww.com, they say, many reports revealed that ginseng can develop immunity for respiratory disease, but there is no evidence to prove its effects on COVID-19.
Well, one way to find out. I believe that ginseng and ginger together should be a powerhouse for people with phlegm. And ginseng comes in supplements and even kosher, yes. And ginseng you can buy uh, in some of these supermarkets as well. For people who live in Crown Heights, I think, I forgot the name of that street that's right on the top outskirt of Crown Heights, where they have all the different Goyim stores. But I believe you can buy it there if you can't buy it on Kingston. But going on, the next supplement we are going to touch on is Ginkgo Biloba. Gingo, Ginkgo Biloba. First of all, it's excellent for the memory. So as a person starts getting a little older, it becomes more and more important for a daily consumption. And we are going to ask my associate now the other benefits it has. Hey Google, what is Ginkgo Biloba for good for the body?
According to Wikipedia, Ginkgo biloba, commonly known as ginkgo or ginkgo, also known as the maidenhair tree, is a species of tree native to China. It is the last living species in the order Ginkgos, which first appeared over 290 million years ago.
Yeah. Hey Google, what does Ginkgo Biloba do for the body?
On the website mayoclinic.org, they say, the most helpful components of ginkgo are believed to be flavonoids, which have powerful antioxidant qualities, and terpenoids, which help improve circulation by dilating blood vessels and reducing the stickiness of platelets.
Wow.
People also sometimes ask me, what is benefits of Ginkgo biloba? Do you want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website webmd.com, they say, ginkgo has been a part of traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. The leaves were used to treat brain and circulatory problems and respiratory conditions.
Wow.
Ginkgo nuts were used for cough, fever, diarrhea, toothaches, and even gonorrhea. It's now sold mostly as a supplement for memory support or brain health.
Excellent. Very good. So, Ginkgo Biloba for the memory is an excellent supplement. Those over 40 years old might consider buying it and consuming it on a daily basis. So, what is the next thing we're going to touch on today? And that is a supplement NAC we spoke about already. There's another supplement called Berberine. Now, Berberine is something that does a lot of good, but it's not something that should be taken regularly. But you take it for a little bit, you stop, go back later to take it maybe in a month or two for a little bit. And it has neuroprotection. It causes, let's ask my associate over here, improves the ability to learn. Hey Google, what does berberine do for the body?
On the website webmd.com, they say, it might also kill bacteria, help regulate how the body uses sugar in the blood, and help reduce swelling. I also found an answer to this question. Does berberine reduce belly fat? Do you want to hear it?
No, I want to know what else it can be used for.
Try one of these. You can say, set a timer for 10 minutes, or tell me a story.
No. Hey Google, the health benefits of berberine.
On the website webmd.com, they say, berberine is a bitter-tasting and yellow-colored chemical. It might help strengthen the heartbeat, which could benefit people with certain heart conditions. It might also kill bacteria, help regulate how the body uses sugar in the blood, and help reduce swelling. People also ask me, can berberine damage the liver? Want to hear the answer?
No. Okay.
All right.
Hey Google, the health benefits of ashwagandha.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. 9 proven health benefits of ashwagandha. Here are the first 3. May help reduce stress and anxiety. May benefit athletic performance. And may reduce symptoms of some mental health conditions. Want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 4 more. May help boost testosterone and increase fertility in men. May reduce blood sugar levels. May reduce inflammation. And may improve brain function, including memory. To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
Okay. One more we're going to touch on. We have 10 minutes left. And that is the supplement called Inositol. Inositol many times is sold in a combined supplement with choline, choline. Inositol, I found it like even in the multivitamins, a lot of them are now putting inositol in the multis. So let's get the breakdown of what they are all about. Hey Google, the health benefits of inositol.
On the website webmd.com, they say, inositol might balance certain chemicals in the body to help with mental conditions such as panic disorder, depression, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. It might also help insulin work better. People use inositol for metabolic syndrome, polycystic ovary syndrome, and for reducing the risk of preterm birth. I also found an answer to this question. Who should take inositol? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website healthline.com, they say, research suggests that inositol may aid people with mental health and metabolic conditions, such as panic disorder, depression, bipolar disorder, polycystic ovary syndrome, metabolic syndrome, and diabetes. It appears to be safe for most people and cause only mild, if any, side effects in daily doses up to 18 grams.
Hey Google, what does choline do for the body?
On the website Britannica.com, they say, chlorides play an essential role in the electrical neutrality and pressure of extracellular fluids and in the acid-base balance of the body. People also sometimes ask me, do our bodies need chlorine? Do you want to hear the answer?
No.
Okay.
Hey Google, the supplement of inositol with choline. Choline.
Sorry, I didn't understand, but I found something similar. Do you want to know what an acetol group is?
Group? No. I'll have to look this up and bring it in the next class because sometimes I get a challenge with this machine. Red sugar. Okay. So, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. Let me see if there are any more pages here. Okay, one more thing we have to touch on, and that is magnesium. Now, magnesium is another mineral that the body needs and produces, but it needs supplementation in today's world. I believe it's also a mineral. Hey Google, is magnesium a mineral?
On the website odds.od.nih.gov, they say, magnesium, an abundant mineral in the body, is naturally present in many foods, added to other food products, available as a dietary supplement, and present in some medicines. I also found an answer to this question. Is magnesium a major mineral? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website harvard.edu, they say, the major minerals which are used and stored in large quantities in the body are calcium, chloride, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, and sulfur. The trace minerals are just as vital to our health as the major minerals, but we don't need large amounts.
Excellent, excellent. So one thing that caught my attention when I was studying was that they said magnesium is good to improve brain function. It's also good for muscle and nerve function. Therefore, it's definitely a good thing to have in the body. And as we know that it's a mineral, and there's a mineral chelator in the world around us today, it's very important to make sure that we supplement with some of these minerals that are very needed. Now, I wanted to see, oh, it's not on this page. Let me see. Magnesium. Okay, dairy, fish, leafy greens, meat, molasses, seafood, seeds, and soybeans have magnesium. So, there's a way to get it from supplements and a way to get it from food. But for the busy life that most people have, the best way to go is with supplements, because something like that needs to have a certain amount daily, it's more sure, because the menus might not be what they need to be all the time. So, let me see. Another thing melatonin is good for, by the way, besides helping people to sleep, is it, along with vitamin C, removes excess free radicals in the body. And for that alone, it's definitely worth working with. There's one other thing I wanted to share. It's called stinging nettle tea. Let's see what he tells me. Hey Google, stinging nettle tea, the health benefits.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. 6 evidence-based benefits of stinging nettle. Here are the first 3. Contains many nutrients. Stinging nettle's leaves and root provide a wide variety of nutrients, including 1. May reduce inflammation, and may treat enlarged prostate symptoms. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Oh no, it's
Okay,
still on.
here are the last 3. May treat hay fever, may lower blood
We're
pressure,
finishing right
and may
now.
aid blood sugar control.
For nothing but Kabbalah's time. We did okay. Wasn't that neat?
Wait a minute. Let me talk to her. Let me talk to her.
I'm shutting it down now. Anyway,
Still talking. Shouldn't slow down.
I can close this and still be on YouTube. So I'll do that.
Revitson, I'm sorry. I by accident I had disconnected the Zoom, but now I put it back on, and I still see you on the Zoom channel.
Is it okay?
Is it working for you or no?
It doesn't matter because everybody in the class is in the YouTube live.
Right, there's nobody else on the Zoom call. Should I just close the Zoom for now or no?
Yeah, both of us will close it.
Okay, Baruch Hashem.
And I'll send you a copy of the health class so you can catch up. Zygabenj.
All right, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be well.
Shalom. All right, we're about to close the class anyway. So thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoyed the class. Tomorrow is Monday. My husband's class will open by East Coast time is 5 o'clock. No, East Coast time is 7, right, husband?
Yeah.
Yeah, Baltimore and New York would be 7 p.m. Here in Dickinson, it would be 5, but my husband does not record on YouTube. His class is on Monday and Wednesday. So I will come in an hour after him, which in New York time would be 6 o'clock. I will be opening the YouTube live to give my part of the class. So if you want to catch us tomorrow, that would be 6 o'clock New York or Baltimore time. 6? No, 8. 6 is here, right?
Yeah.
I get confused. Huh?
8 o'clock over there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 8 o'clock over there.
8 o'clock in New York time will be my class, and here will be 6 o'clock. Okay, Dakota 6 o'clock, New York 8 o'clock. I will be in with my next class for tomorrow. My husband's class will be an hour earlier, but there's no YouTube for his classes, Monday and Wednesday. Okay, we appreciate that you came in. Hope you enjoyed the class. Any questions, comments, good sayings? No. Zyga Bench, thank you for being there and for helping with everything. Hashem should bench you with all your prayers getting answered right now. Aksha. And may he take all the communism out of this country permanently. That we shouldn't have to ever experience anything like that. Because Rat Hashem, may the government in this country make communism illegal. Aksha. Now and forever. Shalom, shalom. Second. So, until we meet again, have a good night, sweet dreams. Thanks for coming in.